Well, according to an economist at First American, over the last 30 years, the average single woman's wealth has increased by 88%, and housing has remained the single largest component of their wealth. Joining us to break down the benefits of home ownership and sponsoring our segment are our friends from Main Place Real Estate. We have managing broker Chris Harrison joining us. Glad to have you here with us, Chris.
Thanks for having us.
That's a pretty amazing stat there.
It really is, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And home ownership is kind of that key component to building that wealth.
Right, and I think really for ladies, it's something that's overlooked, really. I mean, there's a lot of presumptions of what it takes to buy a home and, you know, dual income households, but that's really not the case anymore. We've got a great team of people that work with ladies, a lot of single ladies, you know, to really break it down and go, you know, let's help you find the right home. Let's look at the maintenance issues that are going to be needed. That's where it comes with the inspection and getting the right financing too. But as we've talked about before, home ownership is just a great investment, and so we want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to make that investment in a home.
And if someone is intimidated by that process, you guys are the people to call to help break that down.
Absolutely.
And one of those ways to break it down, if someone is thinking, hey, I'm really considering taking that step and buying a home this summer, you guys have some great ideas on how to kind of make those lists on deciding which home might be the one for you.
Right. So, and we've talked about the tightness of inventory, so it's really important to know what are the must-haves you need to have in a home. And that's going to come down to your space as far as bedrooms, bathrooms, if you need an office, if you need an art gallery or anything particular like that that you must have in the home. Then you go to the wants. I want a fenced-in yard. I mentioned art gallery, but you know, maybe that's a want, that's kind of a nice to have. So really breaking those down. And then the third one, that's the fun one, is the dream.
Yes.
You know, what would be really cool to have in the home that you're not going to let a home, you're not going to pass over a home because it doesn't have it. But I've got a friend who's actually a CI Living viewer.
Yes.
He mentioned to me, Rick in Decatur.
Oh, hey, Rick.
He's, yeah, he loves watching you guys. He has the most awesome backyard with a koi fish pond and fountains. And, you know, that's something that people aren't going to say, my home has to have this. But if they find the home that has all their must-haves and want-to-haves, and it has the dream, then you've got a winner.
No kidding. That's awesome.
Yes.
Do you think there are certain things that tend to fall in that must-have category that are like trending for people?
Yeah, it's location and space. You know, I mean, I have a family right now. They're in 3 bedrooms. They have to have 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
Like, it's just with kids and needs, and he works from home. So that's definitely a must-have, is what is the space like? What are the finishes like? Some people, you know, just aren't in a capacity to make upgrades. And then location.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of mentioned the dream state. The guy, Rick, with the koi pond. I mean, that kind of sounds like a dream state. But are there other dream state type things that people can find here in Central Illinois that they might not realize?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have lake properties. Obviously, Lake Decatur has a lot of dream properties. And we have a family that relocated from Champaign to Decatur. And they're like, lake would be nice. And we looked at a lot of homes. And then one day, a home popped up. And they're like, that's it. It's got our must-haves, want-to-haves, and the dream of being on the lake. Other important things are bike trails, great bike trail systems, parks, being near parks, near the bike trails are very nice things to have as far as that dream state. Other things we see, you know, workout rooms, I mentioned art gallery, you know, theater rooms, something like that. So.
And I'm sure a great first step that you guys might mention if someone comes to you is getting pre-approved. But from there, after kind of creating those lists and those categories, maybe with your family or if you're on your own, creating those and thinking through them, then discussing them with you guys to know which steps to take, and also finding the balance of, hey, maybe I didn't have this nice to have, but I had all my must-haves checked, so we kind of got to go, like, this is a good option.
Absolutely.
You guys can help navigate those conversations.
Absolutely. Again, understanding the must-haves is important. And we've got a lot of buyers right now that are probably watching the show right now too, that, you know, they have their must-haves and their want-to-haves, and so we're sending them properties and they're like, close but no, close but no. So and we just understand it's a process. And you know, just looking at homes, I think people don't always understand what they want too. You know, they may look at something and go, that's higher on my priority now, or and maybe we didn't need
I'll learn
that
as you
large
go.
of a kitchen, you know, because we don't cook that much. You know, you just never know until you really look at homes.
Yeah.
And with our team of agents we have, we're always available to take people to look at homes firsthand.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate your time here
Thank
today,
you.
Chris, kind of filling us in and helping us take the steps to become a buyer this summer. All right, we'll connect you with all you need to know over on CILiving.tv. We do thank Main Place Real Estate for sponsoring our segment today. We'll be back with lots more fun after the break.